All right, so we really haven't named the gold wing yet. You can see here all this pinstriping on it that isn't factory. And down here, whoever did it says baller 90 or 96. The bike's a 90, but I think it says 90. So sometimes we call it the wing and sometimes we call it the baller. So if you know of a good name to throw on this thing, let me know. Right now we kind of just call it the baller. All right, we're headed to our friend's house. He has been riding for a couple years. He had a Ninja 250, and he just bought a newer Honda. I think it's called a CTX. It's kind of the cruiser slash standard Honda, and he's never ridden a passenger before. And we're going out there to do a small ride with him. When the passenger, I guess he's kind of nervous about it, asked me to go along, so we're headed towards his house to ride with him for a little bit. So I'll pick it back up once we get over there and get situated and start riding. Jesus. I just picked up this foam mount. It's a ram mount for the gold wing. Gold wing's got these plastic covers all over the handlebars. Not many places to mount something, but this one actually comes with longer bolts. And you take the bolts out of either your master cylinder or your clutch slave cylinder and replace it, put this plate over it. It's a pretty nice setup if you got an older gold wing. It's made by Ram, and it's a really nice setup. Got my phone up here finally. Alright, so my buddy at his neighborhood, we're leaving now. Got his girlfriend on the back. First time he's rode anybody. He's I guess they're kind of nervous. She seems a little bit nervous too. So we'll see how it goes. St. Charles somewhere, beautiful day. It's been raining the last 2 weeks here in St. Louis. First time I've had the gold wing out in like 2 weeks. I think we're pretty close to Mississippi or the Missouri River on a state route.
We'll take her on the interstate for a short trip? Sure. Okay. You lead the way. All right. Damn it, that's it.
Tick. All right, we just stopped here for lunch at the Good News Brewery. And she was kind of complaining that her butt hurts. So she's a newer rider. Or it's the first time she's ever rode on a motorcycle. And I guess we rode about 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour. And her butt started hurting, so we stopped here and took a break. Whoa! Seems like she enjoyed herself. So I'm going to try to catch up to them and get some shots, and then we're trying to catch up to them. It's extremely busy today. On Highway 94. So there's so much traffic out here, it's hard to really shoot anything. I actually passed them. I was going to get behind them, but there wasn't much room, so I got in front of them when I passed everybody. But he's doing pretty good. He said the only difference he noticed really was the stopping distance. He said he almost ran into a couple of cars. And I looked over at her when he said that, and she didn't seem too thrilled with that. But I knew he'd be okay. He seems like he's a pretty good driver. He's not had, I think he's been riding for, 3 or 4 years. He doesn't have a ton of experience, but I was pretty confident that he would be fine with it. And someone's texting me about a GoPro. So anyway, we're just gonna meander on back to St. Louis, and I go to a car show tomorrow, so I might film some of that. But that's about it. Had a good little ride. Didn't really go that far, but far enough for somebody that's never rode. Got to see some state routes like this. Do a little bit of highway, and then some stop and go, more congested areas. So he had a good mix of riding with her on it, and it sounds like she's going to go again. So she was complaining about her butt hurting, which is these Honda seats aren't all that great when they're in factory, especially if it's not a gull wing. But I know my VTX is horrible, and I have another friend that has a CTX like he does, and he complains about the seat too. So I wish they would, everyone would put more comfortable seats on these bikes when they sell them. I don't know why they don't. That should be like one of the first main priorities of building motorcycles, to make sure the seat's comfortable. It's almost like an afterthought, even the expensive bikes, it seems like that. So anyway, I guess that's it. We'll end this out. Thanks for watching. As always, God bless.